Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Gail of Gaia, and this is Free Range, where we graze on wild ideas and we have wonderful guests. And today I'm delighted to have with me Amanda Newearth from Down Under, and that is Australia, as everybody knows. So, hi, Amanda. Let me bring you in here, and let me do that. Add sort. Oh no, that's not it. Okay, how do I bring you in here? Um, ah, just start talk. There we go. I'm sorry.
Hello.
I'm still kind of new at this, so bear with me. Anyway, tell us about yourself, Amanda. I think I've had you on before, but we haven't talked for so long. Maybe people forgot. You do a number of different things. You have you have a clinic, and you go ahead. You tell them.
Well, I'm just like everybody else with what's happened over the last 2 years. Life has been turned upside down, so I've had to reinvent myself in the way that I work. So I actually do a weekly tarot reading for Australia, New Zealand. I've done the Dumbs Decodes with Jean. I do my own now. And I have a show that I do, which you can access through amandanewearth.com. I do readings, I do healings, lots of different things. So yeah, I'm enjoying life actually.
That's wonderful. So are you psychic then? Is that what when you do readings, is that what you mean? You're psychic?
Yeah, telekinetic would be the way. Yeah, I do distance healing, etc. It's quite easy for me. Very easy. Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. So, how are things in Australia? From what we hear here in the United States, they're being pretty hard on the people and the Aboriginal people and so on, and that's very concerning.
Yeah, I would say that right now, with every show that I've done over the last year, I've started it off with acknowledgement to our traditional custodians and to really acknowledge that the upcoming leaders. And what's happened is that we've become unified. We're starting to become very unified because basically we're a colony, and we're in a penal colony again, which is how Australia started out. So what's happened is that the unity that has come about, because we're now being treated the same way as our original people. We don't call them Aboriginals. We call them the original tribal people.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
so the wonderful thing is that they're now got a voice. But what's going on in Australia is the same tyranny as all over the world. It's just that it's been publicised for you guys, the worst bits.
Mhm.
It has just been shocking what they have done by capturing, saying that people were killed and all of these sorts of things, being shot in the back and all of these other things. In our world, it was actually optics. It was for terrifying you guys, to wake you out of your slumber. And so I really hope you have. I really, really hope you have, because basically it has been tough 2 years. It's been really hard. Basically, everyone's been under house arrest. That's kind of lifting now. So we've got quite a few states, and we've got 2 territories as well. So the Queensland, which is one of the hottest and on the eastern seaboard, highest state, it's actually now just going into the really harsh stuff. But there's 2 sides to everything. Like, somebody was asking me, how are you going with the program that's running? And I said, I'm so thankful to it. I'm so thankful for it, because what's happened is for all the years I've been awake, we haven't been able to wake anybody up or help them. Yeah. And I go back to one of those Q posts, which is, well, you can't tell people, you have to show them. And that's exactly what we're in. Exactly what we're in. But I
That's
have a
so
question for you too. I mean, from my perspective, looking at America, there's been some really harsh feelings towards America for a long time because of all the trouble that not the citizens of the US,
mhm.
but the bureaucracy and as we know, the negative side of the running machine of the US. So it's quite interesting looking at the US and knowing that they've got guns
Yes.
and still in the same pickle. What are you doing?
Well, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off our the YouTube and Facebook so we can feel free to speak and say things that you might not be able to say on Facebook or on YouTube without getting into trouble,
No,
which
I'm
is a
shut down. I don't put anything up on those because I
yeah,
get big
they've had me in
strikes.
jail. They do all kinds of stuff. So, and I've had strikes on both of them. So I'm going to shut them off. So if you'll hang on just for one little minute,
No,
and
no
people,
problem.
you can go to my website at www.gailofgaia.com, and there are different platforms. The Rumble and Odyssey platforms are uncensored, and those are the ones we'll be going to. Okay, so hang on just a second while I shut the other ones off.